So the next question was, can you provide information about the property's history and potential issues? I think when it comes to potential issues, that is a tough one. You're not gonna be able to avoid every and anything. I think sometimes people go into buying a property and say, I wanna make sure everything is good. The windows, you just have to take that chance. There's a 10% chance that something will go wrong. Like it's just gonna happen. Potential issues I like to think about is the roof, foundation. Don't really run into it a lot, sometimes in the city, but in the suburbs, radon gases. Yeah. And then the older of a home is things like plumbing issues, things like lead-based paints. Like there's other things that could be potential issues, but we're not trying to avoid potential issues. We just want to know what they possibly could be. Because if you're buying a home thinking nothing's ever going to happen, don't buy a house. Yeah. It's like buying a car and thinking you'll never get a flat tire. Like I don't care how safe you drive, like you're going to get a flat tire. I've gotten 3 in the last 5 days for some strange reason. I think knowing about the property's history and potential issues is huge. For property history, I like to look at the sale prices. When it was last sold, for how much. You could kind of tell sometimes when it's multiple offers, depending if it's over ask. If it's over ask because they added parking or was it multiple offers, like understanding the history of that I think can be very helpful, especially in buildings where you see properties that have been on the market for a very long time. And every time this property is sold, it's been on for 150 days. Yeah. It's letting the client know, like, hey, just a heads up from the history. When you go to resell this, it might take you 150 days. Yeah. And if you're okay with that, let's move forward. Because the issue is, when you do sell their place, that expectation was never set. And they're like, we want to sell now. What do you mean we can't sell it faster? So that's what I think about when I think of understanding potential issues and property history. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I think kind of the same. I think that sales history is super important to dig into. You know, when was it sold last? How much did they buy it for? How much are they trying to sell it for? Knowing more about the property, like was it rehabbed? What year? What are the age of the mechanicals? All of those good things. Looking into potential issues, I think, is also super important. That's why we inspect, you know, and we're lucky that we're in a state that allows attorney review and inspection, so we can do a lot of due diligence. So I think it's a really good question. Again, congrats, Chat GPT.
It's so smart.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we should absolutely look into all of this.